You okay, bro? Whoop. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I am a Hulk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. My emotions are all over today. I just have been worried about Tuck all day. It was a good day. I had to go do an errand at noon, an appointment with to get my flower shop card. So I did that, talked to a real nice lady named Carol, helped me with that. She's been doing this a long time, man. It's her. It's women like her. She's the real deal, man. She's built for this stuff. She's built to help people for this, you know. I love people that have amazing stories. So Tucker's pretty much been still all day. I took him out a couple times. He did wonkily go pee and poop. But he has no interest in walking around either. I just want to let him rest. Hopefully it's not like a break. Hopefully it's just a structural, he twisted something and like, you know, I do that too. But he just got comfortable back there. Beanie, you're so cute, Beanie. Beanie. Best of friendly Beanie. What you doing, Beanie? You want to say hi to the people? The person? They say no, Marge. Beanie not in the mood, but maybe later. Okay, bye then. He's licking my leg. He's licking my dog bites, my wounds. A lot of my wounds are flaring today. Anyway, so it's hard just to be in the present moment when they're extra for me when I worry. So I just did things what I did is with all this Aquarius energy, I'm like, where does Aquarius sit in my chart? Let's look at this, Marge. And I recommend people getting their own birth chart too. It's best if you know your birth time. I was born on the 99th day of the year, the 9th of April, at 11:01 a.m. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So, a pretty little girl. So I was looking into Aquarius, and I got Aquarius in my 9th house. I guess that's the house of luck, depending on how you look at it. It says right here, a visionary at heart. See? It's not like I'm trying to be contrary. I just see things a little bit different than other people. More people should try it. It's kind of fun. It invokes conversation. A lot of this stuff is spot on. It is. It's spot on for me. It's disappointing to know routine can make them lose interest and tired. That is absolutely true for me. Routine. I don't even like having to pee at the same time every day. You know, when I get up, can't do anything until you pee. Wait till you get older. See, let's see. I thought this was pretty spot on. During college and after high school, they're eccentric and looking to gain more experience from the craziest experiences. In conclusion, they're internally focused on the most unconventional aspects of life. The night before I drove to be stationed at Offutt Air Force Bases. My friends took me out and we went to where ladies exotic dance on poles and stuff like that, and I freaking got up on the stage and was like I know you don't touch, it wasn't like that. I wasn't being a creeper. I just wanted to do what they were doing. I just wanted to try it. Yeah, I was 86th. I've been 86th a lot. The person born with Aquarius in the 9th house can be the mad genius looking to invent things all the time. I'm always thinking of stuff to make life better. Always. Like today with Tuck's back injury, like I thought, if I had a 3D printer, I wonder if I could get his measurements and then make how they have like they do dog or leg like arm casts and leg casts for for people. You know, it looks like a spider web that fits around it, and it can fit together. That I can make like a thing like that to secure his hip area to keep it from being unsettled, and then I could hook a leash to the back of that. Good boy, Tuck. And help support him and carry the weight of the body instead of having him doing it. And then maybe fit him like with wheels or whatever, I got all kinds of ideas. You good boy, Tuck. You're so pretty. He drank a lot of water earlier. I don't know. He didn't pee the last time we went out. You shifting, bud? I put the fan on him to give him some fresh air. It's just, this is the stuff that's hard on me. This is the stuff that I wish I had somebody else to help me with, because I'm too close. His pain is my pain, because I got pain in my pelvis and stuff like that too, so I know how it feels, so. Anyway, back at me. What was I talking about? So the person born in the Aquarius in the 9th house can be the mad genius looking to invent things all the time. That person who thinks his or her weird choices are justified no matter if others agree with him or her. The more others disagree with them, the better they get to feel. I don't know about that, but... You good boy, Bubba's? You gotta go outside soon, huh? You antsy? Wanna go lay with Grandma? When feeling lost, they're more creative and innovative. Their inner compass is making them look for new experiences all the time. For this reason, they're often in a kamikaze mode. It's hard for me to go slow, but I also think about the consequences, trip over stuff. I see the potential of accidents in every situation. It's really kind of a drag. It really is. So, that's why I never wanted them in the kitchen when I got their breakfast ready. And sometimes I think about other things and I don't always pay attention. Accidents happen, and I just pray for their healing. All day long I've been praying for his healing, So, it's just another thing for me to put all my faith in God's basket. All my faith in God's basket. I put it all in God, So, anyway, easily challenged. When challenged, 9th house Aquariuses do just their thing and don't care much about what others think. As mentioned before, they're progressive when it comes to religion and how life should be lived. Besides, they want to exchange opinions with others on spiritual matters. Okay? You want to turn over? Turn over? Oh boy. Okay? Better? Alright. Good boy. Okay? Huh? Are we going outside soon? I'll let you use a potty pad. You don't have to go all the way out if you don't want to. Under extreme circumstances. I just threw the Christmas lights on the bed for backlighting. I got some cool sheets today from a supporter. They're really cool colors. One's like a gunmetal gray, and then the others are like a really neat, like Kermit, almost like a Kermit the Frog green. That made me feel good. What else? So, she's settling back in. It says they want this one. So sometimes I think people can write above their astrology. It says they want to believe in God, but their scientific mind can sometimes be in the way of this. Now I believe in God. Ain't no scientific mind getting in the way. I can have both. That's the thing. People can have both. Can be said that they love learning about all the discoveries in the fields of science and technology, which is true. Also traveling to learn more because they want to cope with the world better. I've always wanted to cope with the world better. I don't belong on this earth. I just have tried to find pockets of comfort in a very, very dense, uncomfortable place. It's hard to see what human beings to do one another, even people that are related. Blood has never really meant much to me. I mean, the idea of family, and I create my own family and stuff like that, but I have a terrible time finding who they are. Terrible time. So it was like somebody posted something about, Dolly Parton and how she turned down like this medal of, and Keegan, I like Keegan's talks on her take on, there's something fishy about those medal of honors and stuff, but she turned down one from DT 2 times, but she wants to take one from old Boo Bowden or whatever, and I'm just like, E2 Dolly, and it's just like, I knew what she was. I knew she's in the numbers game, the numbers are up game, when her brother died on that last week, a couple weeks ago, It's just, if we're lucky to live on this earth, like Mom's 70, if I'm lucky to live on this earth 70 years, and be able to find the joy and the serenity and the peace in my time, and just keep drowning out the chaos and the worry, the little daily freaking, nervous breakdowns of the little dog's getting old and Mom's getting old and Marge is getting old, and seeing the urgency of needing to find your soul family. I hear a vehicle. So, just getting comfortable. Anyway, all I can do is pray for their healing. See, this is all comes back to, I'm just powerless. I have no control. And so many people freak out and they want to control everything around them because they feel like me. I don't want to control everything around me. I don't want to. I don't like controlling things. I really don't. It's not fun. Always having to plan, even when I go out, of like, okay, I left Mom. I just put a disc of Longmire in, so I got about 2.5 hours. Don't talk too much to strangers, Marge. Because standing in line, waiting to get into places. It's just all so silly. How did this happen? How did this happen? And you know what? According to the astrology, the earth ain't going to get much more fun. That's why I keep saying live local, find your community, make friends locally. Technology's nice, and it's cool to be able to Zoom with people and to, congregate online, but you can't replace meeting people in real life. You can't. You can't. And people need that. Human connection. God works through other people. If people are cut off from people, there ain't less godly stuff happen, So, I hope there's not an echo on this because I didn't turn off my Bluetooth on my laptop. Sometimes it does that. Yeah. Bluetooth is so weird. I've been picking up so many weird frequencies and stuff in my Bluetooth. You know, weird stuff in my Bluetooth. It like my devices won't pick up. It's Mercury retrograde. Technology's wonky, ladies and gents. It's always wonky because we're wonky and we're frequency, and our frequency disrupts it. People don't think in terms like that, but evidently, since we're getting in all this Aquarius energy, all these inventions and all this high-tech stuff that, you know, the important people have been playing and beta testing for the last 50, 75 years is all going to be released. Isn't that funny how the storyline is always something is, just about to happen. Disclosure is always just around the corner. You know, Jesus is always just about to come back. You know, so is nothing ever really happens. It's so weird. Anyway, I hope people are having a good day today and they're vibing high. It's hard to vibe high when freaking you're just getting hit. You know? But just keep praying. Just keep praying for his health and his healing, you know, and God heals, and he's freaking he's a tough guy. He's only 10, you know. Arthur Boop lived another 7 years. He lived to be 17. See, you know what? I was into the tarot. I mean, I like a few years back. I can look at I see, but my vibrational freak. I grew up playing cards. My family was a big card game. I learned how to play cribbage and chess when I was like 4 years old. 3 years old, 4 years old, 15, 15, you know, and I was not good at dominoes because everybody was so fast. They looked at the spots and just like knew what and I would have to count the dots. And then like cards, I'd have to count like the shapes sometimes and stuff like that. So I'm like math. Anyway, we were card playing family, you know, and I would intentionally leave cards together. And it turns out later in life, what I determined is I was having the relationships of the tarot. I was playing out in my card hand, unbeknownst to me. And see, I just got bored because it was just I would get frustrated because the story was never for me. It was always for somebody else. And then it was just I found that it didn't matter who the reader was. The stories were always. And then I started seeing the patterns in it, and I was just like, nah, I'm gonna listen to astrology instead. But I think it's cool for a yes or no question kind of thing. But I don't know. And how much? I mean, when these readers are paying like, or you know, charging like $200, $300, $500 for a reading and stuff. That's just weird to me. They're in it for the wrong reasons. And what are they doing? How are they spending all their extra? Hi, Aaron. Hi, Violet Melon. I'm trying to keep it I just gets, you know, yeah, you missed out in my Arizona days. That was me just freaking white knuckling it. that was a hard, however, 5, 6, 7 weeks, whatever it was. Yeah, you know, and that's what we're gonna see is all the spiritual new age just blowing up this whole next year because it's people are finding their own guru. People are looking for something external to believe in, and I recommend people go within themselves to find their own connection with their own with their own God. That's my recommendation: is that you align with people that are going to encourage you to go within. I did plenty of my share of freaking. I never did ayahuasca. When I was a kid. I did plenty of Alice in Wonderland and hung out with the fun guy, and you know what I mean, and you know, expanded my mind in lots of ways. And once you know that you can expand your mind, you can expand your mind without any aid. And folks, more people, and if you're gonna give somebody your hard-earned money for their guidance and direction, I think one of the first things people need to be asking people is, how often do you meditate? I try to meditate about an hour a day if the energies are fitting and time permitting. I don't always get to, but if I could just like be still for an hour. I didn't get to today because of the errands and watching Tuck and stuff like that, but we were quiet and still, and I have been praying all day. See, and I look at praying as talking to God, and then meditate state is God connecting to God, and then have receiving whatever information He wants us to receive from our prayers, you know. Got dark super quick. Anyway. So, what else? Yeah, they're gonna be alright. They're always okay. I used to hang out with friends of Bill W, and it was just, they always had these sayings, you know. It's gonna be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, then it's not the end, and all, you know. Hey, that light is the tunnel. It's not a train, you know, and it is good, you know. And today it was like, it was kind of a challenge because the mud's fun in the yard. There's like most of what we were supposed to get snow tonight, and it didn't do jack crap. That's okay by me, but all the rest of it, and today was like 51 supposedly. I think I felt it to be warmer, but that's what the weather said. And a big part of the snow but now there's mud, and it's just like, oh, it's so deep. So now it's 18 feet, you know, that I wipe off, you know, when we go out. It's just fun. I wouldn't have it. This is my family, man. They're all the family that I have. I like taking care of things, you know. I never had kids. I got dogs. I got mom. You know, she's been hanging out in here watching Tucker, making sure he's still and stuff when I let the other dogs out, when I'm preparing their food and stuff like that. She likes to help. I don't like having her do too much, because it's like, you know, and she likes helping. It's just like, you know, you don't need to do the work, you know. But one thing she likes doing that I don't like doing, but I still don't let her do very often, is fold laundry. Just because she's not my, like, I feel like, you know, she's doing chore, but she's contributing. It's just, who's crying? Oh, Artie must be in the bed over there, having a dream. Oh, there is an echo? I turned it off. I turned off the crap. I don't like when it does that. It doesn't do it every time. Oh, I wonder if this is... Is that better? Oh, no echo. You said no echo. I thought it said... That's a trip. I thought it said nice echo. Oh, I'm tripping out. That is so weird. My eyes saw nice echo. Okay. Anyway, you know, and the things that, like, this, you know, but like astrology is pretty spot on, and all the crazy people, the people that are playing games, the numbers people, the gamut, all these people. There's just different pockets of freaking, you know, whatever their lineage is. You know, codes and secret handshakes and all that shit. There's several segments of it. It's not just one. It's just people are, you know, the Scottish, everybody, because in every group you have those that think that they're oh so important that they can do whatever they want and harm people and do gross, disgusting things. There's hell to pay when you behave like that. And there's no spirit in that. And as you see, I mean, I love listening to Zach just point it out, man. Just puts everything on blast, like puts the connections out there, you know. Makes it, a lot of it makes sense. And you know, things are pointing. Atomic frickin' people want people, it just, when crazy people in charge, crazy things happen. Strange things happen, you know. And the more people start looking at focusing on different outcomes, the more those outcomes, I believe, are likely to come true. So it would behoove us all to picture really neat things, the earth in a positive light on how we want to see it. I want to see the earth where there's like fruit trees and like freaking avocado trees just on the side of the road, just, you know, everywhere, just everywhere. You know, stuff like that. People exchanging their currency, their heart space, exchanging what they, you know, bringing back the barter, exchanging goods and services, you know, doing things out of the goodness of their heart, not because it's a tax write-off. What? You know, like I often imagine what Turtle Island, this great land of ours, would be had the colonists not come over and wiped civilization down from like 33 million to 800,000. And if they would have learned our ways and we would have cooperated, if they would have cooperated, instead of just took it all and then left, you know, whatever. I'm a tribeless native. Mom was we got no tribe. We got, you know, we just got brown skin. We're just brown. You know, I got the heart space for it, and I got the recall. My DNA woke up a few years back and was like, what? Let freedom ring, man, because it ain't never really rung before. It hasn't. It's always been an idea, but it's never been. We have a chance to make it that way. We'll see. We'll see if how many people sell their souls or just do a 180 and about face and it's just like, do what I did. It's just like, you know what? There's more important things than money. Family. Health. God. A lot more important things, you know, and people have been made to give up the important things in their life, sacrifice the important things in their life to perpetuate an idea, a dream that people aren't waking up to live. They continue to sleep. Yeah. How you doing? Spirit Tree Revival. So I'm hoping, you know, that's the hard part, is like I got to keep my vibe high because whatever vibrational frequency I have, the earth reflects. So if I'm low, then I'm going to match that. And then, like, you know, freaking low vibey stuff is just going to keep, you know, but I just pray through it. Just pray through it. Thank God for the lesson which I'm supposed to learn, that in everything through you, I know that I can get through things, and that, you know, you know. I know a lot of people don't feel like they belong on this earth. You ever feel like you're walking around with your skin inside out? Or like you're like a big old tongue on a 9-volt battery, you know? I found an old photo album of me when I was a little girl today. Little girl. I had my coveralls. I had 2 pairs of coveralls. It was just like pulling teeth for Mom to get me out of those coveralls. It was all she could do, is like, I'd get them all dirty from playing so hard, and then, okay, you gotta take the coveralls off so you could wear these while I wash them, and then as soon as I wash, put them right back on again. It was like my weird kid uniform, You know? That's funny because now she has her old lady uniform. She doesn't like changing. It's funny how it turned out because she doesn't like changing her clothes. She likes her outfit. And I'm like, all right, Mom, we got to change clothes. Personal hygiene is very important for the mind, body, and spirit. So I hope that people get a chance, to take care of their parents, and I hope for you guys it happens later in life. It's a beautiful thing. Because me and Mom weren't that close to begin with. We had a very estranged relationship. I think part of her body freaking resented me because of how I came to be. Because the doctors gave her a hysterectomy. They cut her uterus in half and took out her ovary, and it created a great deal of cognitive dissonance in her echo system. So it's just another system they perpetuate. And then it's funny. There's a storyline in Longmire about it. Yeah, it's how you know it's true when they make stories about it in the movies and stuff. So, yeah, I had to Mom's my whole life has been saying, bless and release. Bless and release. I've had to bless and release. My brother, he's worked for the state of California for like 25 years, something like that. He's a lawyer. I mean, you want to talk? I mean, he's been in the reserves, Army Reserve since like the 80s. I mean, you want to talk about programming? It's just like he don't want to help me and Mom, because of program indoctrination and all this stuff. That's all you can do is pray for him. We don't always get the same family. We don't leave this earth with the same family that we start off with. Just bless and release. See, blessing and loving people, it shouldn't be a two-way street. It shouldn't have conditions on it. And so many people, we live in a society where people have created a conditional loving environment. I always love people because I love them. They may not necessarily want me in their life, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop loving them. The love's still going to be there for them. I just don't get to engage, I try and stay in touch with my nieces because I don't want to be that aunt that lives someplace else that doesn't care. I always want to know like what they're into, like what are 12-year-old girls in Sacramento into these days? What do you like doing? What kind of music do you like? When I was your age, I listened to this music and that. I engage with, and I send them pictures of sunsets and the dogs and stuff all the time, and the youngest, she's 6 and she got a bicycle. I want to get her a bicycle, like a bell, ching 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 ching, for bikey. So, because I had an aunt that didn't give a shit about me. I don't want to be one of them. So I do all the things that I can think of to not be like that. So the thing is it's just things are gonna get dark because people are dark inside. My darkness happened. I went through like days of darkness. I mean, before I moved from Oregon, I was in Salem, so like we didn't see the sun for days and days. That was a trip. That felt like prehistoric times. That felt like you could easily put yourself in the mindset like volcanoes erupting and dinosaurs running through the yards. That was like freaking trippy. I did not like that. That was unsettling. And then it was like, you gotta move. And then it's like, and then it's just been this snowball of perpetual motion since October 18th when we left Oregon, and now we get some peace and quiet, and then Tucker freaking hurts himself, from slipping in the freaking kitchen. I gotta get rugs everywhere, man. Anyway, God's good. I have the means to freaking buy some rugs, and I think he's gonna. I will just turn it over to God. That's all I can do. When things like this happen, it's kind of miraculous, the things that God has carried me through. And a lot of times things happen, I'm just like, I'm busting through it, but at the same time I'm thinking, I don't think I could do this. But every single thing in life, from the time I was a little girl, I've done every single thing. I've gone through every bad day. You get through it, God, I feel for those people that don't believe in something, that have nothing to believe in, that have no faith. Even in my selfish years, my ego years, the years I was a big drinker and stuff like that, I still believed in God. Not as much, didn't make him a priority. Used his guidelines as recommendations more than anything, and then I was never really promiscuous and stuff. I'm kind of a prude, stuff like that, but still, we're all sinners. We're all sinners. I'm just trying to make up for the sinning that I did by not today, I'll worry about tomorrow. More people are waking up to all this knowing. These ascension system, ears ringing, uploads, downloads, thoughts, ideas, people getting crazy cravings. They just don't want to eat the same foods that they've always eaten. They want to get more exercise, stuff that they're interested in. They're just not, everybody's evolving. We're going from a carbon base to a crystalline base, and crystals, man, that was the way of the past, and that's the way of the future is attunement. So things are gonna shift, and they're gonna get real weird real fast. It'd be easier if you just kind of let go and let life be a spectator sport for a little while, because there's going to be a lot more upheavals. There's going to be a lot more, because they're going to want to keep people shut up, and now spring's coming, and you ain't going to be able to. And so there will be upheavals. I just hope people have enough presence of mind and peace and serenity that they don't get too crazy, too far out of control. Because when you get too many pockets of people together, all you need is a spark, and then there's the combustion, and then there's the eruption, and then you have whatever that display was on the 6th. I don't know what it was whatever it was, depending on how you look at it. It's just all I wasn't there, so if I'm not there, and I found a long time ago it's best to not really align yourself with any sect, denomination, politic, really anything. It just tires. It just, oh, okay, that's nice. Oh, yeah, I see how you, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I could see how that flies. Okay, yeah. Whatever you're into. As long as people aren't freaking gutting humans and animals and stuff. And, summonsing, wickedry and using all this nastiness for, world domination. Whatever you're into. Yeah, it's a mess, alright. So, and I don't know what I would do without this tube, though. This tube really helps me a lot. It really does. It helps keep me accountable. It does. Because I'm not always a spiritual. I'm a freaking asshole, man. I'm a Helka. I'm freaking contrary. I'm the one that is just like, this is stupid, I'm calling shit out all the time. I wear a mask, but I wear it like one on one ear and then one on the other, and it's just like all wonky. And usually I got snot running down my face because it's cold, and you know. But I tell people, hey, not to worry. I have one cold in the last 17 years. You know. I get emails from the VA. Where's the phone? I get emails from the VA. It's such a crock. It is such a crock. It's all a business. It's all it is. Everything's a business. Everything's a business. So where's mail? Then they always send me the same email like 3 times. Yeah, I got it again. I got it at 4:28, and then I got it at 5:58. 1 million vaccines given. Give blood and get a $5 Amazon gift card. And then there's a $500 shop VCS giveaway. It's all shit. There are homeless veterans littered all over this nation. The VA has the capacity to administer 600,000 vaccine doses this week. Then they use shit. Then they use like, here's a Medal of Honor recipient. Okay, get your COVID-19 vaccine, you know. Hey, Herschel Woody Williams, suck a D, I ain't gonna. Because you evidently like to, because you did. No, that's not true. To each his own, whatever. But the thing is they gave me the vaccine for anthrax, and that really fucked me up. 6 shots. I didn't get all 8. I got 6. See, because there's 0.5 milliliters of formaldehyde in each shot. So that's 30 milliliters of formaldehyde that they shot in me. And I ain't a big man. I'm a little tiny woman. So that basically fried my endocrine system. So now my bullshit freaking filter is non-existent. So the funny part is like I can't rant text and stuff like that because technology, I freaking make tech glitchy. But I've talked shit before. I just had to eat crow later. I don't really like eating it. Hi, pretty lady. You're so pretty. Sorry for you, such a good girl. I love my dog so much. What up, Busted Muffin? What a cool name. Busted Muffin. Lots of things come to mind. Riding a bike, landing on the freaking whacking. Anyway, oh look, divided we fall. I don't know what that was about last night. I didn't really like that. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Look, God Answers Back is the next song that is in my ear right now. You know, that's a cool thing about with all the freaking hardships and the desperation and the people freaking struggling and stuff. A lot of people that are really either coming back to Jesus or really finding their higher power. They really are. Who grows? Who grows when everything's hunky-dory and everything's comfortable? Is that when people are like, oh, you know what? Things are good right now. I think I'm going to step up spiritually. Said nobody ever. You know, it's the strife, man. It's the stuff that you gotta freaking get tougher skin so you can take off the layers of this crap, this freaking society that I know that I've how do I want to say this? I have been complacently irresponsible in the procreation of my world. And I own that responsibility, and I'm going to step into my world, in my role, that every day I can try to do something to not just make life easier for me and more comfortable for me, but for others around me. That's all I can do. That's all I got. That's all I can do. That's all I got. Because people are hurting and they're going to be waking up to freaking lots of nasty shit. And people like me and got to step into their roles to help with the spiritual triage. See, we're going to go through a period where a lot of people are going to be in shock. And it'll be okay. Because like everything else, this too shall pass. You know? So many people are transitioning right now, and it's not just because of the you know, the good news is the flu rates have dropped 95%. 95% of the population isn't getting the flu. Thank goodness for that. See, I think that they've been making up numbers forever and ever and ever. So, anyway, I got